Take it easy. Bye bye bye.
Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. My co-compatriot there, Fluff, has had to call it a night for his own reasons there, so unfortunate to see him go. But anyway, you join me now. The guys are just lining up to the grid at the moment. This is the Prospect eRacing League Tier 1 Round 6 from Russia. So, as we see now, we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Some technical issues earlier on, but we're ready to go. 5 lights are on the gantry now. And away they go. What a good start there by Optic. It seems as if he's got a good launch, but Jackson as well is beating him to it into turn 1. There could have been some tactics there from Optic as the rest of the field start to spread out as they come down to turn 1 here. Optic pulls out a slipstream, but decides better of it down into the brakes. Nick trying to go around the outside. He does. And there's a McLaren, there's a big accident in the background. Fudge is out, Aaron Carney's out. It seems as if there's front wings going everywhere. Clement Pheasant's been caught in. That's a disaster for the guys there, but we're still back at the top of the pack now. Optic into third position, just behind Nike, and the two guys behind as well. The Alfa Romeo starting to catch themselves out. Larson and Pons battling hard here for 5th and 6th. Halfway around the first lap, the guys are starting to spread out. Seems to be some battling as well. The Red Bull pulling out in the background also there. But a few guys caught out first off at the start of this race. The rest of them getting away cleanly. No safety car quite yet. So we've got a green track now. And the Alfa Romeos there just swapping positions down the back straight. Good stuff from themselves. Optic is down into third. It seems as if he's lost out to Nike. Just seeing it there on the telemetry. The rest of the cars make their way through turn 16 and 17 down towards 18 and 19. These double right-handers just not close enough to make it a double apex, so you do have that short little spurt of acceleration through there. But it looks as if Total Carney is getting pressure from Perfect Palm behind. Jackson a 1.7 lead at the end of the first lap. Great stuff. Nick and Optic there in second and third, with the rest of the gang following behind. Everyone pretty much within that crucial second for the moment. Looks as if someone went wide there. They did indeed rejoin in as well. It looked as if it was a Quasar in the Avatari. So still some mid-pack stuff here. Suffins might have got around. He did. I think I just seen it on the side there. Maybe. No, he's still going, but he's lost 2 positions there. He must have had a wobble. Collected it back up. Down the back straight. A Quasar in 8th position. The rest of the guys fanning out behind. It looks as if the Haas and the Red Bull are going side by side. Anton and Spidey into the right-hander. Anton makes a stick around the outside on the fresher, well, the softer rubber. So he's made that advantage stick at the moment. Spidey would want to try and keep hold of him. Time penalty starting to come in here for Optic. Unfortunately, the pole sitter in third position at the moment. We got a yellow flag. It is. It's Surfing after going off there. So that's unfortunate for himself. The virtual safety car has been deployed. So the leader Jackson 2.4 in front, Total Carney, Nick there 2.7 behind, Total Carney 1.1 behind him. The guys quite starting to spread out with the rest of them there, but there is some packs starting to form. Just going to invite our good friend Crew to the commentary booth here. Bear with me one moment. Technology meant to make our life easier, it makes it more difficult sometimes. So back to the top of the grid now. The green flag has been lifted. There's a drive through for Aaron Carney. He's after having a disastrous restart. He cut it too finely, trying to get a bit of advantage on the cars in front, and that's the end of that one. And he's 26 seconds behind as well, so not good for Aaron Carney whatsoever with that one. As the rest of the grid come through the final corner, they're starting to get a bit of a DRS train here behind Total Carney. Is it the Carney train? We will find out. Can Pond and Larson make any indents here? And it looks as if the Alpine's going side by side in the background. He is indeed. It's Optic down the inside into turn 2. Good stuff from himself. Larson gets a good exit as well. They're going side by side. No, they aren't. Optic makes the move stick. Fair play to him. And Basil looks as if he's trying to make advances as well. Great stuff from Optic there in 5th position. Good defense, offense style of driving. As the front of the grid are starting, well, Nike, Carney and Pond are still so close together as well. Pond is right there, trying to battle for the podium positions. It's only lap 4, ladies and gentlemen. Still plenty of time to go in this Grand Prix. Yellow flag, sector 3. Looks as if Sufjan has called it an evening.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, 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 crew. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. How are you getting on?
Not bad. I'm just getting into the lobby now so I can see what's going on.
Ah, good stuff, good stuff. Do you need an invite? Yeah, alright.
I'm en route.
Happy out, happy out. Yeah, it's a good battle starting to rage here from second all the way down. Bit of a train going on with the DRS. It's going to be close between these guys.
I'm in.
Good stuff, good stuff. You get the front row action here. Total Carney side by side with Nike. They go into the braking zone and he's already made the move stick. Great stuff. And it looks as if we've got a retiring Williams. They're telling you, Nick has just done the hackening on Carney there with the back marker. Split the two cars and he gets it back. Great stuff from himself, but he has to give the position, I think. Just wasn't allowed, maybe.
I think it might have been a yellow flag because of the slowing Williams, because Sufjan, I think he might have just retired in the pits and the game fetched his car out, you know what it's like, so it might have been a yellow flag.
Yeah, that could cause havoc for the cars behind, but that was opportunistic from Nick. Unfortunate for him, it didn't stick, and Clement Pheasants retired as well. So early doors to retire. Maybe they've had some car damage as well that can't be fixed.
Well, side pod damage is a killer on here, so they might have a bit of that.
Well,
it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's great to see you back, man. Hope you're keeping well.
Oh, yeah. But it's kicking off second place backwards. Carney's got Nick, Perfect, Pond, Optic and Larson and the Quasar all in tow. And then the rest of them. It's everyone. It's just Aaron Carney who's missed out. But Aaron Carey, sorry, he's missed out, bless him.
It's the Carney train. Choo-choo. Yeah, Nick looks as if though he might be starting to suffer here, but he's about to get his DRS back now. Take his advantages down the front straight. Can he close Carney in the braking zone? Not quite.
Well, Larson's having a look at Optic around the outside and it's done before the braking zone.
To killer that front straight with a bit of ERS if you're trying to save it.
Absolutely. It don't know where to look. It's kicking off literally everywhere. Oh, Optic had a little look again on the inside there, but didn't quite work out. And it's just this isn't motor racing. It's Skittles.
To right, man. Oh, look at that! I think that's Nick getting real sideways through the exit there, side by side. With here we go. Look at this. They're all swarming over him now. Optic's going to be trying to take advantage of this as well. You can't lose your rhythm around here, otherwise you're going to go backwards in a hurry.
Yeah, I just realised that Perfect Pond is actually a lap down to everyone, so I didn't realise. I thought he was in the scrap, but he's going to have to be careful with blue flag warnings. But looking behind it, Nick Larson's having a look.
Pond's in third.
Is he?
Yeah.
Showing for me in 12th, but okay, fair enough.
Oh, they're so close, man. Optic getting close to this front wing as well. different tyres are coming to the forefront here. Mediums
right itself
on Larson, so hopefully he'll be able to make way. But yeah, these guys are really... Crew, you've missed a good one. I hope you've been following it through the year, man. It's been elbows out. There's not an inch given with these guys, and they really do pull it off so well.
Oh yeah, I've been watching. Don't worry about that. I've been watching.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think it's just a glitch on my screen. Yeah, he is in third place, but it might not be for long.
I'm telling you.
The Ferrari of Nick there is a rose between two thorns, or the meat between the two veg, whichever way you want to look at it.
Too right. But yeah, no, this is getting close here. Larson might have had a little bit of a nibble at the rear end of Nick there. Don't want to get too close there. You get brown nose and you get no nose.
It's corrected itself now.
Nice.
Who's that went like that? Was it Basil?
Yeah, Basil. This is some train, I'm telling you now. It's going to be kicking off. Like, it's lap 7 out of 27. Crew, there's still 20 laps to go here. It's mad.
Mate, this is just going to be absolutely bonkers. He's got a Spidey man all over the back of Basil. His Spidey senses are somewhat tingling, it's fair to say. The Red Bull's going to swoop past the Alpine, I think.
Looking good, side by side into the braking zone. Same with the guys in front as well.
Oh, nice good forks at the ready. This is going to get tasty. He pushes Spidey out wide, still the inside line for the next corner. Who then returns the favour to Basil, and they don't quite get the traction, and Basil keeps it in P9 for the time being.
Optic and all, really,
yeah. He's invited himself to the Basil Spider-Man party with that.
They were all kicking off all the way down that back straight. I think this is it. Like, they're starting to get the jitters. They need to go now. And like they were like two or three wide, I think, at one stage. It's like, what's going on here, guys? Optic might be just trying to back himself off to stay out of trouble here, really.
Probably not probably not too. Try again. Quite a wise thought process, I think, just to stay out of trouble. Maybe get himself a bit of clear air and get that pit stop made.
To Roy pounding all side by side here as well. Quasar getting himself his nose in. These guys are really pushing the boundaries of how close can you be without having an accident. And there's that's Optic around in the background. So he must have been suffering with car damage or something there.
Maybe, yeah. He had a distinctive drop off of pace, didn't he?
He did indeed just before that spin. So not good for himself. But you have to be in the race. There's only 12 cars left in this as well, so you'd be a good shout to get some points if you finish this race this evening. Especially
just fetch it home. Yeah, exactly. Just fetch it home if you can.
Especially with how these guys are driving. Quasar and Anton about to get feisty down into the braking zone here, maybe. Anton trying it. No, Quasar launches it. What a fantastic move by Quasar. Catches
a great move.
Car unawares, but they're side by side here, and Anton trying to get the inside as well. This is the story, like, this is how close it can get between these guys. Anton still trying to get advantages. Cuts across the front of Basil there. And is he going to go for it? No. It's so dodge, crew. That was so dodge there. Cars coming into the pit lane and everything.
See, it's not too bad a situation, this, because, like, Pond makes a good decision there, in my opinion. I think it's a good idea, get in the pits, change your tyres, because the tyre degradation at this track is basically non-existent. So all these boys are going to do from P3 down to P8 are just going to hold each other up. So get yourself change your tyres, massive undercut, clear air, nail some quali laps, and then it'll all even itself out, and you might get a jump on a couple of them later on in the race.
It's a good call there, crew, especially as you say about that no tyre degradation. It is a strategy you can really use to your advantage here. I wouldn't have thought of that, so if I was racing, I'd be taking notes of that one. But
your strength's in the booth, you know that.
Oh, stop the lights. I still think I'm the next Michael Schumacher, man, but you know, I'm getting older and I still haven't got that break yet. I know, but yeah. So these guys now starting to kind of keep themselves a little bit separated. Spider-Man's right in the back of Basil here. He's trying to get the move done. What can he do down into the braking zone? I think he's keeping his nose clean for the moment. The Alpine just in front with the Alpha Harry in front of her. Close. Pit stops are really going to be the key. I think you're right there, crew. Get get a bit of a strategy pull. You don't want to be the two Red Bulls going in at the same time. They need to use their heads here.
Yeah, I mean, luckily enough they're on different tyre compounds, so they're not gonna be causing each other any major disruption.
A bit of a pull out by Spidey. No, not quite.
Larson has just got P2 from Carney to turn 2, if you like, turn 1. Whatever it is officially, I don't know.
Nice one from Larson into second position. We missed it on the screen, but I copped it on the timing screen, as you say, Cruz, just as you say it. So fair play to him. He's going after Jackson now. Them mediums are starting to come into the fore here with the tyre wear and the grip advantage.
Yeah, it's, like I said before, okay, the tyre deg here is pretty much low to none, but it doesn't mean that there's going to be a tyre advantage at this sort of stage in the medium and soft tyre lifetimes. Still going to get an advantage, and we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that gap, just under 5.5 seconds from Jackson. We should keep his eye on it. Round about the crossover period, I'd say we're at now.
Yeah, definitely the crossover period. Them soft runners would want to be thinking about coming in, because as you say, why stay out in some worn out tyres and you get some fresh boots that aren't going to go off too much by the end of the race?
Clean air as well. Clean air. So all these are just slowing each other down. I would expect someone to be jumping in soon. Yep, the Quasar's pulled the trigger, he's in.
Nice one. So he's the only one for now though. Optic is coming in. Ooh, Optic nearly lost it there. Jamie Mac. I'll stay off him.
Joining him. Yeah, Optic's joining him in the pit lane. So we can use it as a bit of a benchmark where a Quasar pops out. Like, I'll keep an eye on it based on where Pond is, because he actually was the first one to pull the trigger in the group.
Yeah, do keep an eye on him there. Spidey and Basil have just gone side by side. Spidey is into 6th. Basil has been dispatched into 7th. And then Carney. Yeah.
Honda's got a Quasar by a good 2.5 there, so
that's very good.
Yeah. Good 2.5. Sorry, I'll shoot off you, mate.
No. That's 100%, man. That because we were wondering where he's going to pop out. Now, where the rest of them going to pop out in relation to Pond and a Quasar, respectively. That's what we're really looking at here. Really, don't know.
Larson has narrowed the gap to Jackson, but he's got Antoine in a Haas hunting him down.
Yellow flag.
Who's that? That's
I think that's Basil and Optic, is it? Oh, no way, yeah. And
VSC.
we've got a VSC.
Yeah, Optic is without his wing.
Fair enough, and the leader's coming straight in with that one. Larson will want to do the same, and so will Anton. Everyone's starting to dive to the pit lane to get this effectively half a pit stop time, because everyone else is going so slow around. That's it. You'd be sick if you're Pond and Quasar right now.
Oh, yeah, I mean, on paper they've done the exact right thing here, but they've just been unlucky.
Spidey's continued because he knew that he can't pit. There we go. That's what the spanner in the works looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Spidey is the new race leader, with Jackson in 2nd, Larson in 3rd, but the rest all have brand spanking tyres down to Pond and a Quasar. I tell you, they're really after getting snookered with that one.
I mean, talk about dropping 20 quid and picking up 6pence. Wow, that's just unlucky. It happens at any time to any one of us.
Well, there we go. So that's it. The strategy didn't work for them, but everyone else seems to have gotten away nicely with that one. And it's green flag racing once again. Quasar is not going to be happy camper with that. He'll be pushing hard now.
I mean, Jackson's already taken best part of a 2.5 out of Spidey already.
Yes, it was 11 seconds when they went back to green.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So what do you do now if you're Spidey? Just stay out as long as you can, hope for a safety car, and then smash on the softs?
Well, yeah, I mean, give it a couple of laps. like I said before, you may as well give yourself a little bit of a shout of doing something with it, but it's just a case of leaving yourself too much work to do, isn't it, without a safety car.
Pond and Basil going very hard at it. Pond makes the move stick, or Basil's right on the back of him on his brand new softs. So these guys are really getting the elbows out here in the background. Optic 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. It's just gone from bad to worse for a pole sitter this evening. Unfortunately for himself, the bollard goes flying down the front straight. Fantastic. Guys cutting as much as they can out of the track as possible, trying to create that time or not lose any time.
Yeah, Basil got perfect pond on the straight there, which goes to show the difference of the new tyres.
DRS as well, definitely handy. The softs to the mediums though. Pond with 3 lap all mediums. Yeah, you would have taken the ultimate best out of them by now. Basil on the brand new softs.
Oh, that's Hopstick, I think. With the spin, is he? Yeah. He's not had a good day, bless him.
I'm waiting to see the poor guy in the wall. I think he might be retiring. No, he's still going. Fair play to him. Trick is you need a safety car, but don't become the safety car.
Yeah.
Still keeping a close eye on Anton here with Larson. They're making inroads on the cars in front on their new tyres. Jackson, as you say, catching the leader, Spidey, hand over fist at the moment, but Spidey's still in the lead. Jackson used that fastest lap though. Crew, this is really shaping up to be one of them nail biters. 14 laps out of 27.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. I mean, there's still fairly bunched up. There's a couple of little stop gaps in between, but you got Alex has got a good run on Perfect Pond, and he's going to get him, I think, into turn 2 officially. Ooh, Perfect Pond! Hung it out around the outside of there and kept the position nicely done. Stayed on the track as well.
Good stuff. Looking at them now ourselves.
I think the scrap to look at the moment is Larson catching Jackson. That gap is dropping slowly. It's hovering around about 3.8, and before that, the start of this lap, it was around about 4.1. And then also he's got Antoine in tow, so we could have a 3-horse scrap at the end of this race between Jackson, Larson, and Antoine.
Yeah, having a look at Anton now, as you say. So we have the Larson 4 seconds off the car in front as well. Big battle here though. It's going to really kick off between 3rd and 4th. Softs versus the mediums. Whoa, Larson a little bit wide into the braking zone there on the exit. So Anton is piling the pressure into the chicane here, 16 and 17. Not really an overtaking spot around here. Be patient, get your DRS down the front straight.
Yeah.
He's within a second.
Yeah, you should have him here. Not too sure how overpowered it is. His DRS is open. His ERS is deployed. I don't think you're going to catch him in time, but he'll reel him back in to stay in touch. Carney's going to get nicked though. Yeah, that's just done straight away.
DRS quite powerful here this evening. Quasar intent trying to put pressure on Pond now himself.
Yeah, he's reeled him back in. He's knocked a good second out of him, but I think he's stuck. Basil is one of the 2 cokes in the bottle, and he runs wide again. Just in front of him is Nick and Carney having a Marnie as well, so see how we go. But I think Spidey has done as best as he can. Spidey needs a safety car, unfortunately for himself.
He does, but he's got himself out there though. I'm going to have to jump on board of Spidey here, give the good man himself a bit of TV time in the Red Bull. He's navigated himself there through strategy into the lead of the race.
Oh, Larson! Oh, sorry mate, sorry.
You're alright, you're alright.
Larson's lost his end plate. No, he lost his end plate. Just he lost the rear and just put it into the wall. Which has just released Antoine and Spidey, like you just about to say. I'm guessing 5 seconds and entry.
Yeah, disaster for Spidey, disaster for Larson. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's just released Antoine to go and hunt down Jackson.
3.9 between Jackson and Anton. I'm looking at Basil back here with Alex right behind him. They're going to be side by side into the braking zone. Alex makes the move stick on the inside. Basil doesn't fight it too hard, and that has decided 5th and 6th for now.
Yeah, Basil's there. I think he's trying to have a little look at the next corner now. Ooh, a little correction mid corner for Alex there. Basil really caught up at the apex. That's just invited Perfect Pond back to the party in a Quasar.
Hello everybody on the chat, how is doing? Great to see us there, great to be back here with crew as always. How you doing, Paige?
Old school, OG in it up.
OG, yeah. Paige out there, how are you doing there? Monday, what's the story? Faz, what's the crack? Oh yeah, boys and girls, this is going to shape up to be a good end to this race. It looks as if Nick is going side by side. No, he's not with Carney, so it's close still.
Just here, it was just this area here that Larson lit up the rear and sent it into left-hand barrier.
Oh.
So that's what he just did then when he was defending against Antoine, unfortunately.
Wonder if he didn't really have old tyres though. That seems like an old tyre move. Well, in fairness, he's not running traction. So, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easily done then.
That area of the track is a bit slippery.
It is a bit. It's off camber. It's off camber, you see. It's like, oh.
Nick's got Carney.
In front before the braking zone. Good stuff from Nick in this good area. He's going to try and go after Anton now. He'll be doing well. 5.5 behind. But good stuff from Nick into the podium positions with that one. Alex is also behind, and then Basil's still there. They've actually all found themselves again pretty much within the second crew. Yeah,
it's just going to be a case of latching on to someone and just getting a lift around park.
10 laps left to go in this race. It's going to get spicy.
Antoine is reeling in Jackson around about half a second. Well, 3 to 5 tenths a lap since he's been released. I think like 2 or 3 laps ago he was about 4.1 and now he's 3.1, so
could have a last lap lunge.
I think before that maybe he might have about 3 or 4 laps to the end. He might just get there in time.
Quasar, perfect pond side by side. Quasar holding the position on the inside, nicely done.
Oh, Jackson 3 seconds, that's massive.
Oh, Jackson. Pushing hard, these guys, man. Pushing hard.
Yeah.
It's that last corner, I'd say. He just got that wheel out, just that ever so slightly. We've all done it in time trial and qualifying. We all know how frustrating that is. And it's just bit Jackson.
This is one of those tracks where you're being invited to attack every single corner. And the curbs aren't too bad. I think there's only about 1 or 2 curbs on this track that will chew you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
And Larson with the fastest lap, 1:32.3. So it's really inviting to attack the apexes and run wide, and that's where you'll get snaffled up with warnings and the penalties.
It's all about that rhythm. Just keep that rhythm. Guys are going to make these little mistakes here and there. Wide for a perfect pond. But they make these little mistakes. You can capitalise on them, especially with that DRS and the ERS as well.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Absolutely. And we've basically got a 6-horse race for P3.
We do indeed. And it's 2.7 between Anton and Jackson now.
Yeah. That 3 seconds is really going to hurt Jackson. And like I say, it was about 3 tenths he made up on the lap, on the track there. 3 or 4 tenths that lap.
Telling you though, if I'm Jackson, I'm still doing that last lap chop block. You know what I mean? Like it's like there you go, like and that's it, man. I'm racing it for the win. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. 100%. If I had 10 seconds worth of penalties, I mightn't do that chop, but only that's a mightn't.
By this time around this track, though, you're usually DQ'd, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, don't start. Here, yeah, it's good crack. Oh, side by side between Nick and Carney. And it's done before the...
Between Nick and Carney, it's just going to boil down to who's in front on the last lap. So they're going to have to work it out. Nick might have to wait a lap before he goes back past to make sure he's in front before the final lap. That's what's happening between them two.
That's the strategy, though. It's like NASCAR. It's like where do you want to be on the last lap? Is it good to be in the lead, or do you want to be in second, taking advantage of that slipstream?
It's one of those where you got to think a couple of laps ahead. Like, for example, earlier in the season at Brazil, massive overtaking point at Brazil was turn 4 at the end of the second DRS. So I would refuse an overtaking to turn 1 just to make sure I could get the overtaking to turn 4 and be ahead at that point. Quays is having a look now on Basil. Sorry to...
No, you're right.
Yeah, he's got him there, DRS.
Nice, that was close there between the wheels, through the left-hander.
Runs a little bit deep, but it makes it stick. But you got to think ahead a little bit sometimes.
You do. You definitely do. Like, all these moves, like, realistically are set up a few corners beforehand. Especially when there's some tight, twisty ones coming up. If you show the nose going into one of them, you upset that rhythm. And, you know, before you know it, your man's run wide or locked up and you're up the inside. There she goes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But Quasar has got a bit of a respite here. Basil coming under pressure here from Pond. Is Pond going to launch it? No, he doesn't. He shows the nose, but Basil's too wise for that one. Yellow flag out there as well. Optic going for... Yeah. Optic doing the old pirouettes. This is the scene of the Winter Olympics in 2014. He thinks he's in Beijing right now, doing the ice skating out there.
Oh, God.
Not to worry, he'll be back next week. Anton, 1.9. He's broken it just under the 2 seconds. 7 laps to go, just about thereabouts. 8. I don't know, crew. Is he losing the tyre?
Antoine?
Yeah.
No, he's holding all the cards here. He's just got to keep it. He's just got to keep it on in between the white lines. That's it. No silly penalties. There's no need. He'll just sit behind Jackson for the rest of the race. He's got a good, solid 7-second gap for the guy behind. I think he's good.
He's just gained 3 tenths there in 1 lap, but we were looking at him. He's definitely gaining. We're looking at this. He physically can see Jackson now getting closer and closer. By the corner, we're on board at Anton. On the TV camera over the top of the halo here. Jackson's trying to break the slipstream already. He knows Anton's coming. What can you do, crew, in this situation?
Well, you just take it at face value. I mean, you've got to try and keep the guy behind you as much as you can, because you know what it's like, mate. Sometimes when you're following someone really close, it draws a mistake out yourself, and you just might cut a corner, or you might run a bit wide, and that's all that Jackson can hope for here.
That's it. Like, you know, it's not. It's also quite a bit left in this race. Jackson would do well now not to really defend this one more than anything else. It's not the last lap. You don't necessarily need to do the old chop maneuver. You know what I mean? Oh, Anton though saying that. He gets a 3 second time penalty. He runs wide. Game on. 1.5 for the lead.
And that's what I was talking about. An unnecessary mistake. Okay, Jackson's got a bit lucky that he wasn't within his DRS for him to do that, but that's just put a bit more pressure on Antoine now, because he didn't have to do that at all, because right now, without that penalty, he's winning this race.
There you go. But as you rightly say, game on. But that's as easy as it takes. We were on board there. We've seen it ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. On board with Anton. So slight of a mistake, and you're wide and have that penalty. Have a look at Nick back here, and Alex. It looks as if we'll leave Anton for the moment, because it's gonna start getting spicy as well back here. I feel as if they've been holding off just for the moment as Nick goes to the inside of Carney into the braking zone. He lunged it. Nicely done by Nick. Great stuff into third position.
Carney's going to have a little look at him, though, I think. He's reeling him in. It's following so close.
It's such a hard corner, that one, as well, when you're so close through that left-hander.
Yeah, it is. There's also, as well, that the curb kinks out a touch, so you can't really take too much of it because you get done for track limits there as well. The inside curve on the left.
Gonna jump back up to Anton. He's within the DRS zone now. He's got it open, so he's got 11% left in his ERS. Jackson is 25 respectively. But this is game on, as we say. This is for the race win, for the lead at the moment. We see Jackson's gearbox now. You can smell the fumes coming through it. I tell you, I wish I was at that racetrack.
And in a way, I'm quite glad Antoine did get the penalty because it's going to be settled out on track rather than with penalties, to be fair.
Yeah, you always prefer that. You do, you always prefer that. Good run from Anton. He's within 6 tenths, 7 tenths. I don't know. What's it going to be like down into the braking zone?
He actually turns off his DRS.
Oh, right.
Antoine. He knocked it off there. So he reeling him in, ready for the next lap.
Like a shark.
Yeah.
Hunting for its prey in the water. It's waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike.
There's nothing to stop either one of these guys forcing the other into a mistake. Antoine's just sitting there letting Jackson know, I'm here, I'm waiting for you, I can take you on that straight, no problem. And Jackson's same, he's like, right, okay, then you're going to follow me in my dirty, yeah? You might slide wide or turn a bit early.
I don't know, what do you do? Like, if it was me, I'm an eager beaver, so I'd still be going for it, but once you're in front, then, as you say, you're giving the advantage back to the car, and then they see where you're making your mistakes. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you weigh up where you're fast in relation to the other guy, and then you then make your decision where you're going to make the move. If you know if you're Antoine here and you know you're a bit slow around this particular section where they are now, you don't overtake in that DRS. You wait for the next one. So all you'll end up doing if you've already overtaken at this point, just inviting your opponent to overtake you again here, where we're going to now.
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to be doing that now.
I might sound like I'm talking a lot of sense, but I'm not fast enough to put any into this into practice. By the way,
I'm normally the guy behind, like Optic there as well, showing his pace. He's behind these guys now, but he shouldn't really be going near them, battling for the win between Anton and Jackson. But yeah, I don't know, it's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
it's patience. It's all about patience now for both of them. And they both know what they're doing. They've been around long enough.
When does Anton pull the trigger? Because it's like a MotoGP race. You don't necessarily, again, like Daytona or whatever, you don't want to win. You don't want to lead the last lap. You want to be in second going on to it.
Yeah,
you know? Saving up his ERS at the moment as well.
He is.
He is indeed. He's waiting.
He turned off his DRS there. He's waiting. He's waiting for the exit of the final corner and ready to start the final lap, I'd say.
Blast by him down into turn one. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, unless an opportunity presents itself earlier, that's where I'd be doing it.
Yeah, too right. I don't have the speed or the confidence to stick with that plan.
Again, like I said, mate, I might sound like I know what I'm doing, but in reality,
yeah, we're all winging it.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen this one time. Optic trying to unlap himself here. He's showing his frustration. He's gone the one lap out softs, but I don't know.
He has got every right to do so, but he's arguing with the race leaders here.
Yeah, he should just back off. Anyway, so Anton, this is the penultimate lap. Oh no, wait, no, the next one's the penultimate lap. So
yeah,
getting close now between these guys. I don't know, like it's kind of a stalemate really at the moment. It's waiting for these guys to pull the trigger to get this ball rolling. Effectively, they're lining themselves up for a 2-lap dash to the win.
Not even that. It's going to be a final lap. It's going to be this race is going. He's going to pull the trigger in the last two. Ooh, little nudge into the barrier there for Antoine. Yeah, you'll probably see him.
Optics crashed.
Optics just lost it, but that shouldn't affect anything. See, Antoine, well before the braking zone, he is. Oh, that's interesting. Antoine turned off his DRS and Jackson gave it him, let him have it. So Jackson might be thinking the same thing, and we've got someone
seeing that. That's optics.
Oh,
that's
it's optics letting people. Oh, Antoine losing the rear there. See, this is the thing. This is the thing now.
Antoine's pulled the trigger. He's trying to go.
Well, he's trying to get gone, yeah, but Jackson might be able to stay just in touch, and the tables may have well and truly turned here if Jackson can stay with him.
Tactics from Jackson, I'm telling you. I've never seen somebody not want to lead the Grand Prix, but it was a first for Everton. Jackson getting the DRS down into here. No, he's still behind. So this is Anton's race now. Can he pull 6 to 7 tenths in front of Jackson here on this lap and make Jackson rue his missed opportunity? But Jackson's right on the back of him here, Crew, in fairness. Jackson
needs to be half a second behind coming out the final corner. If you're within 5 or 6 tenths, you've got to chow into turn 1, turn 2, whatever it is. Big official is turn 2, isn't it?
Anton's trying it. He's trying to go. Oh, this is so close for these two. So close for these two. Anton has so much ERS as well. He's going to blast. But here we go. Jackson gets the advantage of the DRS down the back straight here.
This is to keep him in touch, ready for the final few corners. Don't want to be thinking about an overtake here. This is where Jackson relinquished the lead willingly. Last lap. Setting himself up for the final, giving himself one chance. Oh, Antoine's run wide there. That's going to be a warning, surely.
So this is the last move of the chess piece down the front straight now. Can Jackson keep it within touching distance of Anton? Is Anton going to...
Antoine's had a wobble. Oh, he's got a shout here, you know. He's got a shout.
Anton's on the ERS dump right now. I don't know.
Jackson. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Is Jackson going to launch it down the inside? He does! He dives down the inside! There's contact! The two cars are around! Jackson spun! And Anton keeps going! I can't believe it! These guys contact in the last lap of the race into turn 1. Not what you want to see. Anton comes away with it. But the stewards will be having a look at that one, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much sorted itself out. Nike and Carney are side by side here as well with Alex in 5th, so these guys are going to be having it out here. Crew, this is going to be where it's at now.
Yeah, this is the new scrap for the podium positions. But,
Spidey DNF'd out of points. Just interesting.
I think Jackson, he just got a bit too keen there. I mean, he could have latched on the rear, but
he knew.
Antoine is cruising a little bit, but I don't know if he's got fuel issues or not. But Carney's got Nick.
Here we go.
And Alex is having a look.
Nick Nick defense.
Nick's scrolling across the track a little bit, lost the rear.
Yeah, the Red Bull's going around the outside. Contact, he's around. No, he saves it. I'm going to jump back up to Anton here. Anton is about to cross the line to win the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson follows him home closely in 2nd. And then we look back to Toto Carney. He gets 2nd with the penalties. Alex in 4th. Nick in 5th. And then Quasar about in 6th. Oh, no. Quasar's had a massive accident across the line there as well. Missed that one. But he's done that one. Basil there in 7th. Perfect Pond in 8th. Larson in 9th, and then Aaron Carney's going to come around in to finish off the finishers. But yeah, Crew, what a fantastic finish to that race.
That was brilliant. He did exactly what I thought he was trying to do there, Jackson. You could argue he was a little bit overzealous going for the move there, because he was just a touch too far behind. However, in the end, it's cost him P2, not just P3. Sorry, P1 and P2, so he ended up in P3 in the end.
Well, he went for it anyway. Fair play to him for giving it a good shot. But Anton is the race winner, ladies and gentlemen. He held his nerve. He held the last lap lunge from Jackson there, and he comes away with the win. Fair play to him there, crew. The flags are being represented, the background of the countries these guys are from. But what an entertaining race. Real strategic in the end.
Yeah, it was, not just from the front two guys, but also the likes of Carney, Nick and Alex as well. They were having the same squabble for the same sort of situation. Ultimately, it got Carney P2.
Telling you, fair play to Carney there. So, as you say there, that's Anton in first position, Carney in second, Jackson there in third, Alex in fourth, Nick in fifth, the Quasar is in sixth, Basil comes in seventh, Perfect Pond in eighth, Larson in ninth, Aaron Carney in 10th. That's your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Spidey in 11th. And then we have the people who did DNF. Optic, the pole sitter, unfortunately didn't have a go his way today. Clement Pheasant as well, caught out earlier on. And Sufyan also on top of that. So yeah, what are you meant to do with that one there, crew? And then Fudge in 15th. Not good day in the office for them guys.
Fastest lap Larson, 1:32.0. Not a bad time at all, that.
Stuff, Larson.
But yeah, it was entertaining to say the least. Nice to be back, mate.
Been great to have you. It's been great.
Impromptu as well.
The pleasure's been all mine. It's quite a late one here.
You're certainly right. It's been all yours.
Too right. We're going to leave it here on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed the Grand Prix this evening. Congratulations to Anton again. Commiserations to the drivers below. So, crew, fantastic to have you here.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks for having us. And I understand that other people had to get off because it has got late with the restart and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, keep it cheesy.
Take it easy, guys. All the best.